I'm Ginger, and I'm here with my grandson. His name is Zimri. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, say video time.
Video time and this and then the video y'all been funny.
Okay, so this is Matthew 9, coming from the King James Version, starting at 1. And he entered into his ship and passed over and came into his own city. And behold, they brought to him a man sick of the palsy, lying on a bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, be of good cheer, thy sins be forgiven thee. And behold, certain of the scribes said unto them within themselves, This man blasphemeth. So they thought that Jesus was a blasphemer, but
Yes,
Jesus was
yes.
not. Jesus was, he never sinned, did he, Zimri?
Yeah.
Yep, Jesus never sinned. And Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, Wherefore think ye evil in your hearts? So it's evil to think that Jesus was sinful. It's evil to think that Jesus can't forgive sin because
And
Jesus
never
can.
love the devil.
Yeah,
love the God.
You're right. We never love the devil.
I still pray for the people
We love
who
God.
hate God.
Good job, Zimri Pounded. Okay. For whether is easier to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and walk? But that you may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins, then saith he to the sick of the palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go unto thine house. So Jesus is the healer. A lot of people in some of these denominational churches, they think that healing passed away with the apostles. But healing has not passed away. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. In 3 John 2, yes?
Why can't you sit on the chair I'm sitting on?
Yeah, I'm letting you sit on it. There's only one chair in this room, and I'm being nice to you to let you sit in it. Yeah. Okay, so we're reading 3 John 2 now. We want to find out if it's even the will of God to heal us. Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. For I rejoiced greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in the truth. So we want our mind to prosper. We want our spirit, soul, and body to prosper. But, some people try to say this is money, but it says nothing here about money. This is talking about prospering in your, not just your health, but also in your mental health. And you want a sound mind. You want to not have a spirit of fear. Oh, he wants to show you that emblem. Beloved, thou doest faithfully whatsoever thou doest to the brethren and to strangers, which have borne witness of thy charity before the church, whom if thou bring forward on their journey after a godly sort, thou shalt do well, because that for his name's sake they went forth, taking nothing of the Gentiles. We therefore ought to receive such, that we might be fellow helpers to the truth. I wrote unto the church, but Diotrephes, who loveth to have the preeminence among them, receiveth us not. You do not want to have the preeminence. Jesus Christ has the preeminence. Jesus is the King of Kings. Jesus is the Lord of Lords. Jesus is the all-powerful one. We are just his servants. We are to preach the gospel. We're to be humble. We're to love God with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love our neighbor as ourselves. We are not to have the preeminence, nor are we to have that attitude like that. We are to be humble, and we are to share the truth in love, and to know that we don't have all the answers, but we can ask God for wisdom. Don't tap on that right now, please. So we need to be sure not to sit under somebody who is haughty. Don't listen to people who are trying to have the preeminence. We should be able to pour vessel to vessel. If you're in some sort of a home Bible study or something, you should all be able to bring something to the table, because we all study the Bible. We all receive Jesus Christ. And Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments. But that's not the verse where I was going to. Do not listen to the voice of the stranger. My sheep hear my voice and obey me. So we want to, as we are Christians, we will hear Jesus' voice, and we are to obey him. And when he prompts us to speak at a Bible study or something like that, then we need to speak. we could pour vessel to vessel, because it shouldn't just be one person up there, while everybody just stares at that one person, and that one person has the preeminence and tells you everything. We should pour vessel to vessel. Thank you for listening. God bless all who seek after God with all their heart, mind, soul, and strength.